this is Richard Murbach with the Tom George Yacht Group. We're standing on the 33 Invincible Catamaran. We're going to do a quick walkthrough, highlight some of the major features on the boat. This boat is in stock and available right now. So starting in the transom here, powered by V10 400 Mercuries. That pushes the boat around 60-65 miles an hour depending on your fuel load. This boat holds 400 gallons between two tanks, giving you easily a 400-mile range at 40 to 45 miles an hour. You can bump it up a little bit if you want to, and it's nice and flat. So in the back here we have a 65-gallon live well that is fed by a 3-pump sea chest system by Best Marine. That Best Marine sea chest has been really reliable for us. That third pump gives you the reliability in case one goes down, you still have a backup pump in order to feed those two live wells, keep all your baits nice and happy. So on the 33, it is a 10-3 beam compared to some of our larger boats. So with that, we don't have a side door, we have a walk-through door in the transom. Just by this latch, pull it open, that opens right up, and then you have a ladder that pops right out of the transom. That's a 4-rung ladder, really easy to get in and out of the boat. Close it back up, and we're safe again. So really easy to maintain, all that type of stuff. These V10s push it great. Plenty of room in between the two engines if that's what you're worried about, but boat floats shallow, right around 2 feet, so getting to the sandbar and doing some fun things like that is not a problem. We'll kind of walk through here and show you the mezzanine seat. This is a pretty standard feature. We can do some different things, but we like this one a lot. You get the cooler underneath it, and then flip this backrest down, and you get a nice workstation with drawers and your plano boxes, and then we have a little bit more tackle storage on the port and starboard sides as well. On really heavy duty magnets, fold this away, and that stays nice and locked even in some rough seas. That has no problem, it's not going to fall down or anything like that. As you can see, sitting here, very comfortable to have 3 across. You can throw some bean bags in the back if you want. You can also do a removable bench seat in the back if you want a little bit more seating, depending on how you're using the boat. Rod storage, tackle, or rod and cup holder storage here, right? These clear, no problem, so you can have this all loaded up and then have more rod holders in the hardtop with your Kingfish rod holders on the sides. Gemlux outriggers, Gemlux hardware throughout the boat. Let's talk about the Garmin electronics here. So Garmin systems, twin 8616 Garmins. That takes up the whole dash. We like that a lot. And then we like to stack our Mercury gauge, our Garmin VHF, and our Fusion stereo underneath it. If you wanted bigger screens, we can do that. Either remove some of those items or put them on the dash. Really easy to be done. Just depends on what you prefer. I like to have everything in front of me, but we can customize the boat for you as well. As you see here, we have our Mercury gauge with our Mercury joystick. The autopilot is built into that. You can follow a route, have a heading hold, bump it 10 degrees, 1 degree left or right. Really easy to maintain, all that type of stuff. Trim tabs on this boat. These are hydraulic trim tabs. Nice for a head sea when it's a little choppy. Keep the bow down a little bit more, especially if you got a live well full and some people sitting in the back. And one last thing, custom LeBrock seats here. So 3 wide, which is really nice for a 33-foot boat. Not many boats can have that. You get the cup holder in the middle, and then these bolsters that flip down. Really, really comfortable stuff. Custom made by LeBrock for this 33 Catamaran. So here at the bow, we have our big extended console coffin. Huge coffin box that comes up from that side. You have dividers in there, really easy to get access to everything. You can divide from fish, drink. You have a little tray in there. Really, really easy to maintain all that stuff. And then everything goes overboard. So no macerator pumps. If you want to use it as a fish box, you can. We also have the in-floor fish boxes, which I failed to mention. I'm standing on one. There's also a huge one in the middle of the boat on port and starboard side. Those are ginormous, really much bigger than you think. So if you check out the boat, take a look at that and how large those are. You know, I use them for storage, but these forward fish boxes for me are plenty big enough. Not chasing the big tunas, but if you want to do that, you got spots in the middle, or you can put one here in the floor or in the coffin box. And then up here in the front, high gunnels, flat deck. We don't have a step up in any of our boats. And then easy access into your anchor road. We have a through hole anchor windlass on the boat, plenty of chain, plenty of road, and there's more if you want to shove it in there, but I believe from the factory it comes with 30 feet of chain, which is more than enough to get that anchor stuck in some rougher seas. And then flanking the anchor locker, port and starboard side, really deep hatches. Those are great for fender storage, extra life jackets, some lines, anything else you might want to throw in there. Rod holders throughout, cup holders throughout, open array radar, light bar, really well equipped boat. Come take a look at it. Richard Murbach, Tom George Yacht Group, Invincible Boats, 33 Catamaran.